Let's talk about numbers. Yes, numbers, you guessed it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the list goes on. Okay, so let's say you are given a set of numbers 1 to infinite. 1 to infinite. So whenever you see a sign like this, just know that's an infinite sign. So any sign you see like that, it's an infinite sign, meaning to infinity. I don't know if anyone can count up to infinity, but that sign there is an infinite. So yes, let's talk about numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 are numbers. What are numbers? This is just a way, we know how many things we have or how many is what. We basically use numbers in almost everything in life. We count things, we count the number of sweets we buy, we count money with numbers, we count cars, we count houses, we count properties is houses, so we count our scores, we use numbers, we use percentages, even test we are assessed with numbers. So numbers are very important. So we have counting numbers, we have odd numbers, we have odd numbers, uh, odd numbers. Okay, we have what? We have prime numbers. Prime numbers. I'm interested in prime numbers today. We'll talk about odd numbers another time, but for now I'm only interested in prime numbers. So what are prime numbers? Prime numbers, these, and yeah, we also have even numbers. Sorry about that. We have even numbers. Come on, work with me, mouse. Even numbers. Okay, and we have counting numbers, natural numbers, integers, but I think the first three are actually the basics. So this one here, counting numbers, natural numbers, we're not going to consider those ones. So we just look at prime numbers. This one here. What are prime numbers? So prime numbers, these are numbers that are divisible by 1 and the number itself. So for example, the number has only two factors, only 1 and the number itself are the factors of the number. So these are numbers that are divisible by 1 and itself, the number itself and itself. Okay, so for example, from the list of numbers up there, can we list the numbers that only have two factors? In other words, numbers that are only divisible by 1 and itself. So it has two factors. Prime numbers only have two factors. If the number has more than two factors, then it's not a prime number. Two factors only. two factors only. Let's list down numbers that are divisible by 1 in itself from that from the list of numbers or a set of numbers we are given there. All right, we have 1 1 1 1. Can 1 be divided by 1? Let's see. 1 divided by 1, punch this, press this on the calculator, we get 1. So that's true. So 1 divided by 1, is 1 a prime number? 1 is only divided by 1 and 1. So we're not sure about this one. So let's put a question mark on 1. Let's go to 2. So 2, 1 is only divided by 1. So by definition, 1 somehow does not fit in the definition of a prime number. So let's look at 2. 2 divided by 1 gives us 2. 2 divided by 2 itself gives us 1. So 2 by definition is a prime number. So prime numbers, let's list them down here. Prime numbers, we have 2 is a prime number. What about 3? 3, let's look at it. 3. Can 3 be divided by 1? Yes, it's 3. 3 be divided by 2? No. 3 be divided by 3? Yes. 3 can only be divided by 1 and itself. So 3 is a prime number. Alright, what about 4? No. Let's say 4 can be divided by 1. Yes. Yes. Can it be divided by 4? Yes. Can it be divided by, so 4 divided by 1, 4 divided by 1, we get 4. And 4 divided by 4, we get 1. But then 4 can be divided by 2. Oops, we now have 3 factors. So 4 does not meet the requirements of a prime number. So we skip 4. Look at 5. What about 5? So yes, 5 can be divided by 1, gives us 5. 5 can be divided by 5, gives us 1. So 5, yes, is a prime factor. Can 5 be divided by 2? No. It will leave a remainder. Is 5 divisible by 3? No, it will leave a remainder. Is 5 divisible by 4? No, there is a remainder. So 5 is a prime number. What about 6? 6 has 3 as a factor, so already that one is not a prime number. 7, what about 7? 7 is only divisible by 1 and itself. So 7 is a prime number. What about 8? No, 8 is not. 9, no, 9 is not. 9 can be divided by 3 to give us 3. So prime numbers only have 1 as their factors and the number itself as its factors. So only 2 factors. What about 10? Nope. What about 11? 11, 12, 13. So 11 is a prime number and 13 is a prime number. Okay, the list of prime number goes on. So yeah, prime numbers, odd numbers. What are odd numbers? What are odd numbers? Okay, we'll come to that another time. So let's look at even numbers. Even numbers. Even numbers. These are numbers that are divisible by 2. Divisible by 2. So any number that can be divided by 2 is prime number. For example, what about 1? No, from this list, prime number 2. 2 is a prime number. Why do we say so? Because 2 divided by 2 gives us 1. So 2 is divisible by 2. Alright, what about 3? Nope. What about 4? Yes, 4 is a prime number. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, the list goes on. So all those are prime number. Don't know if it goes up to infinity, but no, it doesn't go to infinity. So all those are prime numbers. I don't know if it goes to infinity or not, but these are prime numbers which can be divisible by 2. So numbers which, so yes, that takes us to odd numbers. So odd numbers, these are numbers, odd numbers, these are numbers that are not divisible by 2. So not divisible by 2. Example of odd numbers, we have 1, from the list we have 1, 3, 1, 3, 5, we have 1, 3, is a different color, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. Okay, so 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. The list goes on. So we'll stop here for now. Thanks for watching.